Are criminals born or made? Often, when you hear about a crime having been committed elsewhere or somewhere, the first question you ask yourself is, what kind of person would commit such a crime? And then we justify it by saying that maybe that person is bad. So it's like we leave crimes to like bad people in quotes. But it's just the case. Is that the case? Oftenly, when people commit crime, then it has to be something that has been thought of for a lot of time, and there are a lot of factors that make this come into play. For example, let's consider the environment somebody is grown in, the circumstances that person is facing, or the kind of choice that person chooses to make at that particular time. Now, let's look at in an environment where an individual is forced to grow up seeing violence as the only way, things get done. Like it's through violence that they can be able to achieve whatever they want to achieve. That is what they know. So, trying to look at maybe getting justice in another form for him would be blood because they don't understand that is what they know. What of peer pressure? You grow up with individuals that only do robbery. Like these are your friends, these are the people you know. So the environment one grows up in also plays very much a factor. What of addiction? The way somebody could be addicted to drugs, somebody could be addicted to crime, and drug itself, when you're addicted to drug, you want it all the time, so you do anything to get it. Now, all these factors, when put together, these are what cause crime. And when we talk about heinous crimes like murder, for instance, have you considered trauma? What did this person think, and for how long has this person been thinking this thing that finally decided to kill? It's never easy taking on life. So if somebody decides to do that, it's not a decision that has just come like once. These are all built up emotions, built up frustrations, built up, unresolved feelings that this person might have had for a very long time, and that is when the person decides to do that. So whenever we're talking about crime, truly everyone is a potential criminal because you don't know the circumstance you're going to find yourself in tomorrow. Because we've had a very, prominent characters who commit these crimes as well. So you can't tell me that person just decided to do it once. So it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of thinking. It takes a lot of putting into play for this to be able to happen. So, do you think criminals are born or made? For me, I think it's complicated because who I am today might not be who I am tomorrow. I'm not saying whatever, you get it. But what are your thoughts? Do you think criminals are born or made? So I'd leave it at